The episode starts with Bani saying to everyone that when Charmy knew about her child that he is ill. After that, Charmy asked Bani to give Atharva to her, but Bani rejected her. After that, Charmy did all this. Devraj asked Charmy if what Bani said is the truth. Charmy admits to it and says it is half the truth. Viraj asks Charmy what is she talking about. Charmy says Atharva is not the child adopted by Bani and says Atharva is the child of Kabir and Talika. Charmy says to everyone that she just wanted Atharva to be with her and says Kabir will never be able to raise the child. Bani admits that Atharva is Talika's son and she came to this house to make Atharva get his father's love and this whole family's love. Bani says to everyone the words she gave to Talika on her last breath. Viraj admonishes Charmy's behavior and asks Charmy why would she have done if Shrey would have gotten sick. Viraj asks Charmy if she would have thrown Shrey in a dustbin and found another child to replace him. Viraj asks Charmy to learn from Bani how she took care of Yuvin and made him a rock star. Viraj says they are both of them and their whole family is with them. Viraj says they can cure Shrey with their love. Charmy realizes her mistake and apologizes to everyone and says to Bani that she will never tell Kabir that Atharva is Talika's son. Kabir overhears them talking and asks Bani if what Charmy said is the truth. Bani admits to Kabir that what Charmy said is the truth. Bani says to Kabir that Talika took a word from Bani on her last breath to protect Atharva as he is a sign of Kabir and Talika's love. Kabir recalls how Bani behaved with her saying that she loves him and understands that Bani did all this for Atharva and she doesn't love him. Kabir gets angry and takes Atharva into his hands, but he doesn't do anything. Kabir gives back the child and goes into his room and plays violin like Yuvin used to play. Bani and all the family members see that Kabir is angry and decide to give him some space. Devraj tells Bani about it. Bani says she needs to talk to Kabir and asks Charmy to take care of Atharva. Charmy agrees. Devraj comes to Bani and asks her to eat something. Bani says she will eat. After talking to Kabir, Devraj says she is a stubborn one. Bani shows that Kabir is not like before, as Kabir used to break things in anger, but now he is channeling that anger and happiness into Sangeet like Yuvin used to do it. Devraj agrees and leaves from there. After a while, Kabir stops playing violin and sees that Bani is outside his room. Kabir takes his bag to leave the house. Kabir tries to leave, but Bani stops Kabir and asks him where is he going. Kabir says he is leaving her, Atharva, and this house. Bani asks Kabir if he ever loved Talika, then why can't he love Atharva as he is the last sign of their love. Kabir stays silent. Kabir recalls what happened and pushes Bani away. Kabir sees that Bani is about to fall and catches her and pulls her back. Kabir and Bani look into each other's eyes. The episode starts with Doctor checking Kabir's condition and telling family members that Kabir needs complete rest for his quick recovery. He leaves. Devraj says Kabir may leave once he gains consciousness. Bani says Kabir will listen to you, so talk to him. Devraj says he feels everything gets settled after Kuldevi Puja and asks family members to get ready and tells them that it's going to be 3 days trip. Bani asks who will be with Kabir, as Doctor said he needs complete bed rest. Devraj says Bani will take care of Kabir. He asks Bani to not disappoint him. Bani agrees. Everyone leaves. Charmy requests Bani to forgive her. She says your heart is big, and I believe one day you will forgive me, and I will wait for that day. Kabir gains consciousness. He calls Devraj and Viraj. Bani goes to Kabir and asks him what happened. Kabir asks her to call others. Bani tells him no one is at home. Kabir says he doesn't need her help and asks her to leave the house, taking the baby. Bani is about to leave. She sees Kabir slipping. Bani helps him. She says you're not in a position to take care of yourself, and I promised Devraj that I will take care of you. Kabir asks Bani to keep Atharva away from his room. Bani refuses and tells him that Atharva is their shadow. Kabir searches his phone to call a nurse for his help. Bani tells him his phone is broken and her phone is missing. Bani sees a reminder in her watch and gives the tablet to Kabir. She brings food and is about to feed him, but he stops saying he can eat. She sees he is struggling, then she feeds him and asks him how is the food. Kabir is about to tell good. He sees Atharva start crying. He asks Bani to feed milk to Atharva first and tells her that he will eat food after he drank milk. Bani smiles, seeing his concern. She goes to get milk for Atharva. Later in the night, Kabir wakes up and notices Bani is sleeping alone and thinks, "Where is Atharva?" He tries to wake up Bani to know about Atharva, but she doesn't wake up. He goes to search for Atharva by himself. Bani opens her eyes and smiles. Kabir notices Atharva in cold weather and feels worried. Bani comes there and smiles upon seeing them. Kabir asks why she placed the baby in cold weather. Bani says Devraj asked you to keep under the moonlight as Kuldevi Puja is for you, but you're injured, so I placed your son in place of you. Kabir scolds her for not asking him. Bani tells him that he loves and cares for his son. Kabir says he doesn't love him. He says you always see good in me, but I'm not good. Bani asks him to see from her eyes and tells him that for Bani, Yuvin and Kabir are same, and tells him that she will cure him with her love and affection and asks him to give her one chance by admitting that he cares for Atharva. Kabir says he doesn't care for Atharva. Bani asks won't he come to save Atharva if he lands in danger. Kabir says he won't. Bani says all right and tells him she decides to leave the house with Atharva. The episode starts with Kabir missing Bani and Atharva. On another side, Bani tells Atharva that one day your father will come because he cannot stay away from you. Kabir recalls his moments with Bani. On another side, Bani also cries missing Kabir. Yuvin appears in front of Kabir and tells him that you're changing and you're battling the Kabir within missing Bani and Atharva. He says you love them, so accept it and stop suppressing your feelings. Kabir says, "You're correct. I'm tired of hating people." Yuvin advises Kabir to end the hate and listen to your heart and admit that you're incomplete without Bani and Atharva, and it's time to start a new life with them. He disappears. At Bani's house, Bani notices Atharva is missing. She comes out and tells Vishnu that she feared Raja might kidnap him again and we have to rescue him. Colony people say they search for him. That time Kabir comes there with his family and Atharva. Kabir tells her Atharva is with him. Bani feels relaxed. Kabir says the father and son duo have come up with an alliance for you. Bani looks at Devraj. He smiles. Kabir says he and Atharva can't stay without her and asks Bani, will she become his wife and Atharva's mother? Everyone asks her to say yes. Kabir asks Bani if she is ready to marry the father of a kid. Bani feels emotional and tells yes to his proposal. Kabir feels delighted. Bani hugs him. Later, Kabir says to viewers how Bani changed Yuvin's life with her food, love, and affection. So if food is important to you and the flavor is important, then order food from Bani Chow home delivery. Bani smiles hearing him. A boy tells him the shot is ready. Kabir sees Bani and tells her she looks beautiful. Bani tells him she is feeling scared. Kabir says it's to expand your business. He forwards his hand. Bani holds it. They act in the advertisement, which is inspired by their first meeting. Bani feeds food to Kabir and his favorite Yuvin Methi kheer. Kabir demands more kheer. Bani refuses and runs from him, but he catches her, along with the rice pudding box. Director says cut and pack up. Kabir and Bani are lost in each other. Bani receives continuous orders. Family members help her in packing orders. Bani tells Kabir that she is getting orders from South India too. She asks how can she deliver. Kabir says to Bani that soon her dream will come true and soon there will be a chain of restaurants with Bani Chow's name. He says they need to take a selfie. Kabir, Bani, and all the family members take a selfie. Show ends.